Today is Wednesday, July 29th, 2015, and today's rant will be entitled, Hey GOP, see you in September. Now, the House and the Senate are due to adjourn and leave Washington a day or two from now, and nothing important is going to happen for them. They're going to be on a 6-week recess. They'll come back in mid-September, and a whole heck of a lot of things are going to be jumping out at them right from the beginning, and most of it is due to a failure on their part earlier this year to do some of the things that were necessary. Now remember, the Republicans had both the House and the Senate in their control starting in January of 2015, and then they said that they were going to be the mature party and do the right thing, and their spending process, their appropriation process has been pretty much a failure. They've kicked a lot of things down the road. A lot of it has been due to a lot of infighting on their part. The House is captive to the Tea Party, where 30 or 40 members can prevent anything to being passed in the House strictly by Republicans. The Senate has been moving at a snail's pace, or as I like to say, a turtle's pace, because Mitch McConnell looks like a turtle. And when they come back in September, they have 12 working days before there could be another government shutdown in terms of the appropriations for the new year. Now, there was a government shutdown, I believe, 2 years ago. The government was shut down for 20-some days. Remember, there are 4 Republican senators running for this president right now. They could muck up the works quite a bit. You have a very disgruntled Tea Party that wants to get rid of a lot of things that hasn't been able to do that, and this could be their opportunity, so that can come up. Also coming up in September is a must-pass Federal Aviation Administration bill, which has to pass. I don't know all the particulars of it, but I know that that's been kicked down a little bit also. Also remember that in September is the yay or the nay vote on the Iran treaty. Now, I'm only going to make a short statement on this. I think the good of the treaty outweighs the bad. I think that it should be passed. When you have a treaty like this, no one is a winner, but everyone is a winner. Everyone has to say they're a winner, but no one gets exactly what they want. Now remember, mostly the House, but quite a bit in the Senate, they won't take any type of compromise. Their particular premise on Iran is we should be bombing them back to the Stone Age. But again, this, as I said, the good outweighs the bad, but there will be an up or down vote on that. And if it does get voted to knock it down, Obama will veto it. And the question is, will there be enough votes to override it? And remember, if they do override it, the next day, China, Russia, and other European countries could easily start selling things to Iran, which they would not be able to buy if the United States House and Senate had approved of the treaty. And then we go into October. A thing that has been kicked down the road quite a bit has been the Highway Trust Fund. Normally, it's a win-win all the way around because it creates jobs in just about every district in the United States. Now, the Highway Trust Fund, the problem with it is that there's a lot more work that needs to be done and not enough money. Now, the last time the gas tax on the Highway Trust Fund was raised was in 1993, where I believe it was 18.3 or 18.4 cents per gallon. It needs to be raised. If it was raised according to inflation like it should have been, it would be about 12 cents higher right now. But the Republicans do not want to have any increases in any taxes whatsoever, especially even though we're only in the fall of 2015, there is an election a year away, so they cannot be responsible for any type of increase in any taxes. And so it keeps getting kicked down the road at the current levels, and of course more and more work needs to be done that won't get done, that'll cost more later on because it wasn't done at a reasonable price now. And also with the Highway Trust Fund, we normally do this in 6-year increments, and Boehner would like to have a fully paid Highway Trust Fund bill for the next 6 years, which basically means they're going to have to take from something else, which means they're going to cut out a lot of stuff, Planned Parenthood being one of them. Also, that's that. Also, the Export-Import Bank is going to be coming up. and the debt ceiling is going to be coming up. So there's a lot of things that are going to be coming up. Now remember, the Export-Import Bank, also Planned Parenthood. Now these are two things that didn't get passed just a week or so ago. One was by Mike Lee. I believe that was Planned Parenthood, and the other one was on the Export-Import Bank, where Ted Cruz raised a stink. And he got bitch slapped by Mitch McConnell. So Ted Cruz got on the House of the Senate floor, called Mitch McConnell a liar. 2 days later, there was a little vote, and the little vote was basically supposed to, how would you say, approve of Ted Cruz's appropriate, add-on amendment to the bill in terms of defunding the Export-Import Bank, and guess what? It got shot down. So Mitch McConnell had a couple tricks up his sleeve on this. But what will happen in September? Will Ted Cruz, will Mark Rubio, will Rand Paul, will Lindsey Graham use this or any other appropriations to really smack down what's going on? And this could be a really, and the reason why I'm bringing it up now is this is the fun that we're going to have come September. And then again, all kinds of other things are going on across the world. All kinds of other bad things can happen. And be prepared for a lot of stuff to happen. And guess what? They won't be focusing on these important things that need to go on. We'll see what happens. See you in September.